Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. It's Thursday, which means I've got a new beer here for you. Don't forget, you can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped YouTube and Twitter. You can find me at tubajake_ on Instagram. Don't forget to tell me your stories. I like to hear them. Hopefully you do too, because I'm going to tell you stories. They might not make sense. They might be gigantic circular stories that I never finish, but I'm going to tell you a story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like it. If you don't like it, if you just want to tell me I'm terrible at this, if you comment on it, it drives people to my pages. So please do that. Subscribe, because who knows, maybe I'll tell a story that you like. Like it, because I like it. The beer I've got for you today is called T-Pain. It's from Shorts Brewing Company. They're out of Bel Air, but this one says it's brewed in Elk Rapids. I think it's their larger facility, which I guess that's fine. This says Brewniverse presents T-Pain, bourbon barrel aged dark ale, brewed with Earl Grey tea and vanilla. I like Earl Grey tea. Vanilla in the tea, okay. This doesn't seem to have a ABV on it, but I looked it up earlier because I was curious. Bourbon barrel aged to me says it's going to be heavy, and it is. 11.5% ABV. That's heavy. That's toward the top end of what you're going to get so far as beers go. So let's get this started. Okay, so dark ale, it's going to be dark, I would think. Bourbon barrel aged, it's going to be sweet, because that's generally how that is. Also, generally, the dark and bourbon barrel aged, probably not going to get a whole lot of head on this, which is fine. Yeah, no, because of the high ABV, it's not terribly surprising that there's not a lot of head on this. The high ABV, the darkness of the beer, it's just not going to happen. Which is weird that I know these things, but I know these things because I've brewed high ABV beers, dark ones. You can make it so that they do that, but you got to put a bunch of wheat malt in them. It smells like, I don't know, it's either chocolate or caramel. That's weird. Vanilla, it kind of makes sense that it might taste a little, or it might smell a little bit like caramel. Chocolate, it's dark. It's probably going to smell a little bit like chocolate. I've been told that this is super interesting. I don't know what that means exactly. Well, I mean, what I read, because I looked it up on Untapped and scrolled down through to see what people said about it. And what I saw was, this is interesting. And that's pretty much what I got out of it. I'm curious and a little bit scared. No, I'm not really scared, but a little bit. I'm nervous that I won't like it, because it seems to be things that I like, except, 11.5%. It's dark. It drinks a little bit lighter than that 11.5%. I'm getting a lot of chocolate off of the malt, probably the vanilla flavor. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more tea, but it's going to be hard to do with this being as dark as it is, to actually get that tea to sing through. I like Earl Grey tea. It's the one that I drink. Although the one that I've got right now, I think, is with like vanilla in it, which is strange, because you would think it's going to taste like this. That's not what this tastes like. This does not taste like the tea that I drink daily. Maybe if you put malt extract in it, it might. Would this be a daily drinker? No. Would this be something that you'd split with someone at a bottle share? Probably. It's interesting. It is. It's interesting. Does this remind me of a beer? Actually, it kind of reminds me of a Kentucky Breakfast Stout from Founders, that KBS, especially, yeah, Kentucky Breakfast Stout, because you can taste that it tastes like whiskey. There's definitely booze in this, or it tastes like there's booze in this, which is what you get out of the bourbon barrel aging. Tastes kind of coffee-like, which I'm going to guess is what they're going to play off as, oh, it tastes like Earl Grey tea. I'm going to imagine that they did put Earl Grey tea in this, which, that's fine, but I'm getting more coffee than tea. Maybe it's just my palate. I'm not used to tea that's brewed correctly. It really is pretty good. I mean, if you're going to drink this beer, drink it with people around that you can talk to about beer, because they're going to want to know what this tastes like, and you're probably going to be willing to give them some of it, because 11.5% is going to get you drunk quick. And it's interesting. It really is. There are a lot of different flavors in there that I'm sure I'm not getting all of. But like the vanilla is there. There's a chocolatey flavor to it that is, I mean, it's dark, which is probably where I'm getting the chocolate from. But it's probably a combination between the vanilla and the dark that's bringing the chocolate. Still not quite getting the tea. Maybe it's just because Earl Grey should be had with lemon, and there's no lemon in this. That could be a thing. Is there the beer that this reminds me of? Yeah, the Kentucky Breakfast Stout. More of that than anything else that I can think of right now. What else is there? A story. Ooh, I gotta tell you a story. Okay, so T-Pain. T-E-A Pain. I was watching the Tigers game that just happened. Apparently, they played an hour early today so that they could set up for a T-Pain concert at wherever it is that the Twins play, the stadium, and they're in Minneapolis. It was really weird because the guys are sitting there talking about, yeah, this is how the game went, and I'm like, there's a stage set up there. It's just like, I mean, it's Thursday. Are they doing like fireworks or something? Dad's like, no, T-Pain, is that a thing? Is gonna play. That's why they started it early. So apparently T-Pain is playing in Minnesota, like right now, as I'm talking. So like, it'll be done by the time I get this posted, but right now, playing. And really, T-Pain, that's why I bought this beer, because it's kind of punny. And I like punny beers. I actually chatted a little bit with, who is it? 21st Amendment? Something like that does the Hell or High Watermelon. Amazing. I love that name. It's a great name for a beer. Hell or High Watermelon, because, you know, Hell or High Water is a thing. But then they started doing other ones. And Hell or High Mango, while it's a good beer, is not a great name. Not that this reminds me of Hell or High Watermelon or Hell or High Mango, but the name of the beer is a good one. Super punny. I like it a lot. Hell or High Watermelon, super punny. I like it a lot. Hell or High Mango feels lazy. I mean, they've done a bunch of different Hell or High whatever, but it takes away from that first one, which was good. Delicious beer with a great name. And they took that great name and they ground it into the dirt. And I don't know if you've ever tried to eat watermelon that's been ground to the dirt. Even if it's just been set on the dirt, it's still not nice. It's gritty and gross. I mean, sometimes watermelon's gritty and gross anyway, but that's a different thing. Sometimes it smells like vinegar. If you've worked in a big box store that sells watermelons, you smelled it. And if you've ever smelled, or from what I've been told, if you've ever smelled rotting grapefruits, you will know what those smell like too. And it's kind of leafy, which is strange. I was told that it smells like weed. Like really good weed, but marijuana nonetheless. Doesn't burn. There's a different one there's a different beer that I'm thinking of right now. Like Fireside Chat, I think. I don't remember who makes that one. But that's what I'm thinking of with this one. It's like Right Brain or something like that. Maybe. I'm not sure. Fireside Chat, though. Reminds me of, or this reminds me of that. Pretty good. Well, I've got a quote for you. This quote is from Harriet Beecher Stowe in The Pearl of Oars Island. She said, "The truth is, the kindest thing we can give folks in the end..." Oh, wait. "The truth is the kindest thing we can give folks in the end. The truth." Tell people the truth. It's going to suck for you sometimes. It's going to be awful. But if they get to know for sure what's going on, they'll appreciate it, the truth that is, and you more if you just tell the truth. It's difficult, but do it. They'll appreciate you more. And I don't know. I think it's better for everybody, hopefully. Anyway, don't forget you can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped YouTube and Twitter. And on Instagram, you can find me at tubajake_. Don't forget to tell me your stories. I like to hear them. Hopefully you do too, because I'm going to tell you stories. They might be super disjointed and you won't understand anything that's going on, or they could be circular and I'll come back to them later. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I like it when you do that. I think that's all I've got. I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.